Okay, this is my 2016 Dodge Ram 1500 Lone Star Edition. I've had the usual leaking in the cabin, so I replaced the usual suspect. Had a hard rainstorm last night, had a ton of water in there. Checked this morning, that's not leaking, but last night I got curious, and some of y'all might have seen the video, and I'll try to loop it into this one. I've already taken the seat out, there's plenty of videos for that. The water was coming in from that hole right there. Now looking at this, it seems to be a little loose. Not much to this, the only problem is you cannot remove it or take it out. Without trying to get it wedged in there or damaged, so I'm not going to do that. This hole, if I can get an angle in there. Nope. So this hole does not come to the outside of this. It's covered. So the water somehow is getting in between this one and this cover, and it's seeping through here. So I'm going to try to figure that out and go from there. More to follow. Okay, well, that didn't take long to find. It is this here is the problem. You'll see this pitcher of water. I'm going to pour a little bit there near the area. Hopefully you can see this on camera, and you can see the water pooling up, and you see it weeping out that hole. Okay, so last night I couldn't see all the way up to that area, to the top of this. I can only see down here because I hadn't taken the seats out yet, but that's exactly what I had last night. So I need to find a way to seal that off completely all the way around and keep this from happening in the future. Stay tuned, more to follow. Alright everyone, I was able to take this out. From there, was a little loose, was leaking from the top end. Made it look like it was actually weeping out of this, but it was coming in. You can't see that, but it was coming in through here, in between these two pieces, and then looking like it was coming out of here. So, just took some standard kitchen and bathtub tile silicone, added that in there. Hopefully I can get it back in without ruining the silicone. More to follow. Okay everyone, I was able to get the silicone in there. As you can see, I've got a little bit of silicone coming out, which I think is going to be okay. Some more out of the bottom. Here is this side, can't really tell too much, but there's some there. And I've taken this, when I put it in, I gave it a good tug at the top to make sure it's seating really well. There's a big gap between these. I think that's probably some of the problem. If they could have just made these tabs a little longer, it would have been just fine. So I'm going to give this a couple hours to cure up. Hopefully this takes care of my leaking problem. Again, if you guys are getting water inside and it's not your stoplight at the top of the cab, give these a look. It'll look like it's actually leaking from here, but in reality it seeps in through these corners in between these two pieces. And luckily for me, I had a good rainstorm and decided to get in my truck for about 20 minutes and just stuck my camera back there without taking the seat out and saw the situation I was in. Guys, I hope this helps. I'll follow up if this worked. More to follow. Alright everyone, I got my pitcher of water and I'm doing this alone, so sorry about the camera work. Well, it looks like it's an entire pitcher. So far, so good, folks. Well, that was a whole pitcher of water. I didn't even get that far last time. Pretty dry. Even if it's not perfect, it's better than what it was, that's for sure. Dry. Alright, so if you guys are experiencing water in the cab, can't quite figure out where it's coming from, it's not your stoplight, it's not everything else. It's going to be your pressure vents behind the seats on the 4-door 2016 Dodge Ram 1500 Lone Star. And just use some standard DAP kitchen and tub silicone adhesive. It looks like we're good to go on this. I also took the opportunity to do the back seat mod that everybody's online about, so I was skeptical about doing that just because, you know, how much room could be back there. As you can see, there's no water coming. And we'll circle back around to this. I'm going to show y'all. I did the little seat, I left that alone. As you can tell how that operates. I mean, you got a good, what, 2.5, 3 inches there? But the space behind that is quite a bit of space that you could be utilizing. So when I saw that big gap there, that's when I said, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and take care of this. Next rain, I'm going to check the other vent, and if I've got a leak on that side, which I don't think that I do, because the water is always behind the passenger seat, I'll do the back seat mod to this one as well. Guys, hopefully this helps somebody out there, because I was cracking my head on this thing. But as you can see, and that right there, I believe there's a drop of water from before. I'll have to go back and look at the video. But even if it is that tiny little drop of water, after all that, oh, that's where it's coming from. That's where that little drop of water came from right there. And I'm okay with that, because that was an entire pitcher of water in that area. When it rains, I shouldn't get that. So that one little drop isn't concerning. Next big rainstorm, the proof will be in the pudding. Hopefully I won't have to do a follow-up guide. Guys, hopefully this helps you guys out.